Welcome back. So we are in the fifth and final unit of the paper Environmental Education. So far in this unit we have covered how environmental education can be inculcated as a school subject at primary level, at secondary level and at higher secondary levels. And here in this lecture we shall see the characteristics of a good teaching method. A teaching method comprises the principles and methods used for instruction to be implemented by teachers to achieve the desired learning by students. Technically speaking, teaching is an information giving process which flows from teacher to student. The different teaching methods are also called as the instructional methods, as we have dealt with the same in the paper Learning and Teaching. These strategies are determined partly on subject matter to be taught and partly by the nature of the learner. For a particular teaching method to be appropriate and efficient, it has to be in relation with the characteristic of the learner and the type of learning it is supposed to bring out. The methods and approaches selected by the teachers to the teaching and learning of environmental dimension of any subject have to be necessarily active and participatory in nature. Through active participation, learning becomes internalized and becomes part of the learner's cognitive structure. The studies on the cognitive development reveal that student participation is a key to success in learning. Learning becomes meaningful and permanent. We have seen the same thing in the Piaget's theory of cognitive development and Bruner's theory of concept formation. These two theories will support our beliefs. Studies of learning style reveal that every student has a preferred learning style which facilitates and enhances his learning. Different methods of teaching are necessary to maintain students' interest and increase their desire for further learning. Through varied methods, we can teach the same concept. Likewise, relevance of the teaching content in a particular alignment and the sufficient learning time and a structured teaching will influence the learning and teaching process. Teachers with appropriate subject matter and mastery over the content, verbal intelligence, a broad teaching experience, and highly motivated to achieve will imbibe particular skills desired for the teaching of environmental education. And coming to the key characteristics of the effective teaching, knowledge of basic principles and procedures, that is the pedagogical theory, planning and preparation, the teaching experience or the practice, self-reflection and modifications of techniques, and flexibility. Having many years of experience does not guarantee the expertise teaching, but teacher must prepare to teach a wide range of students in terms of interest, motivation, and ability. Then only a teacher becomes an effective teacher. There are different teaching methods which are used to meet the purpose of making the students understand the subjects, such as knowledge and information. Knowledge implies a complete understanding. The interactive classrooms, the use of Android devices, laptops and tablets in the classroom, the constructive teaching methods, such as the teaching styles, exclusively the contemporary teaching styles, tend to be group focused and inquiry driven. It will be inquisitive and arise and invoke the thought process of the students. Student-centric learning does not have to come at the expense of instructors' preferred teaching method. However, differentiated instruction demands that teachers finesse their style to accommodate the diverse needs of the 21st century classrooms. The comparative teaching methods. This type of teaching creates more interest about the subject amongst the students. The direct teaching method. This is the most common and widely accepted teaching method. The authority or the lecture method. This traditional formal approach to teaching is sometimes referred to as the sage on the stage. The pros and cons of the teaching methods can be beneficial for the entire learning and teaching process. Here, the teacher should play the role of a demonstrator, a facilitator, a coach, a delegator, and sometimes should possess all the qualities. It is nothing but the hybrid style or the hybrid model. So, besides the teaching strategies, there are certain co-curricular activities that will invoke a kind of dedication among the students, such as the seminars, workshops, problem-solving methods, field trips, and surveys, projects, exhibitions, and other methods. Seminar. Coming to the aspect of the seminar, the word seminar is derived from the Latin word seminarium, which means a seed plot. A seminar is a form of academic instruction, either at an academic institution or offered by a commercial or professional organization. Seminars are basically arranged to discuss current issues and problems or to share ideas. In a nutshell, a seminar is a small group discussion in a formal setting with a clear-cut agenda. A seminar can also be organized by a group of teachers. The required resources of a seminar are finance, facilities to sit and discuss, facilities to present. Coming to the importance of the seminar, seminars are of great importance and are capable of keeping the students updated with the technologies. Seminars provide latest information about the things which are happening in science and technology. Students can improve their knowledge from textbooks alone. Not only from the textbooks alone, but also they must take part in various seminars on the latest topics. Seminars also help them to convey their own ideas to their friends and teachers. The teachers can always take seminars to their students, but making students take seminars on the subject topics would always help them more to understand the subject. And coming to the types of seminars, there are certain personality development seminars, business seminars, and academic seminars. And coming to the aspect of the workshop is a meeting at which a group of people engage in intensive discussion and activity on a particular subject or project. It is generally organized by an institution or association to develop certain instructional materials, books, resource materials, supporting materials, workbooks, etc. Workshops can also be organized to develop certain skills of teachers. A workshop comprises a small selected group of teachers or experts drawn from the actual working situations or related experts whose theories are into practice. Good teachers become great teachers by going beyond the call of the duty and beyond the text. To this, he or she must continue their education. There are conferences, workshops, and continuing education that could give the teacher that extra help in technology for their students. Nowadays, we can see online workshops and classes that teacher could attend, as well as on-site workshops and classes. Next, coming to the method of problem solving. It's a mental process that involves discovering, analyzing, and solving the problems. The ultimate goal of problem solving is to overcome obstacles and find a solution that best resolves the issue. The best strategy for solving a problem depends largely on the unique situation. Coming to the steps in the problem solving, the first one is identification of the problem. Next, defining the problem, forming a strategy, organizing the information, allocating the resources, monitoring the progress, and evaluating the results. And next, coming to the aspect of the field trips. A field trip is a visit to a place outside the regular classroom, which is designed to achieve certain objectives, which cannot be achieved, as well as by using other means. Field trips give opportunity for a student to get out of the classroom and experience something new. The located place for a field trip can be zoos, colleges, museums, theaters, and schools, etc. Field trip is simply a visit to a place that is made by the students to learn something. And the main purpose of these field trips is to enhance the curriculum. Since they are rich in educational possibilities, as students learn from actual hands-on experience rather than by simply reading or lecturing. Field trips can add variety to the regular instructional program. And coming to the importance of the field trips are important to help bridge the gap between education and hands-on experience. Field trips require significant planning and coordination for teachers and administrators. By field trips, there is a possibility for the interactive learning, entertainment, extension of the classroom study, and even social interaction. By the field trips, we get new experiences and many more added advantages so as to inculcate new skills, variety of skills among the students. And coming to the activity of the surveys. Survey in a general view is an examination or description of someone or something. It is to examine as to condition, situation, or value. Survey is to a query in order to collect data for the analysis of some aspect of a group or area. Basically, the types of surveys are broadly categorized into two, according to instrumentation and according to the span of time involved. Here we go for questionnaires, interviews, cross-sectional surveys, and longitudinal surveys. And coming to the activity of the projects. Project is an individual or collaborative enterprise that is carefully planned to achieve a particular aim. Project is a task or problem engaged in usually by a group of students to supplement and apply classroom studies. Projects differ from other types of work. They are specific. The projects are clearly stated. They are measurable. They are achievable. They are relevant and has a time bound. In coming to the activity of the exhibition. Exhibition is a public display of works of art or items of interest held in an art gallery or museum or at a trade fair. When the school, a department of the school or a class puts up their work for show it to the people outside the school, such a show is called exhibition. The pieces of work done by the students for an exhibition are called exhibits. So here there are certain added advantages in bringing out the creativity among the students through these exhibitions. And other such methods are role playing and also the environmental games and even debates and panel discussions. And coming to the relatively efficient teaching methods in teaching environmental education is a teaching method comprises the principles and methods used for instruction to be implemented by teachers to achieve the desired learning by students. These strategies are determined partly on subject matter to be taught and partly by the nature of the learner. Relative efficiency of teaching methods must take into account not only the nature of the subject matter but also how students learn. Relative efficiency of teaching methods lay emphasis on the student-centered approach of learning. The proper teaching and the handling of science subjects, particularly when it comes to the case of environmental education or science, it is the capacities, skills and competencies that are appropriate and necessary to the development of the society. So here, teachers use the teaching methods such as the discussions, demonstration, practical work or the field work, experiments or the lab teaching, lecturing, note giving, questioning, brainstorming, seminars, group work, teamwork, guided discovery strategies, etc. And here we should consider the role of media in the in promoting the environmental education. Even we can make use of the information technology and communication system in promoting the awareness of environment and human health. Role of IT in environment. Remote sensing and geographic information system provides data which is a part and parcel of the government of India. It enables environmental scientists and researchers around the world to communicate, collaborate and coordinate. And IT plays a vital role in promoting the human health. It can also be audio or visual data communications for the medical consultations, diagnosis, treatment, nursing and medical education. Information technology helps in spreading awareness about the endemics and epidemics and even the communicable diseases. Media as a means of communication, including every broadcasting and narrowcasting media such as radio, television, newspapers, magazines, billboards, telephone, fax, etc., will create an impact in creating awareness about the environment, conservation of the environment and human health. Even the internet access provides an expansive view about the society, about the issues of the environment and even the health conditions. So here we come to the end of the paper Environmental Education. Thank you.